Hi, I'm John. I've been driving fuel cars for years, and I'm a bit skeptical about the switch to electric cars. I'm interested in discussing the advantages and disadvantages of both types of cars.
Hi John, I'm Sarah. I recently made the switch to an electric car and I'm enjoying the benefits of driving a sustainable and cost-effective vehicle. I'm happy to share my perspective and discuss the pros and cons of both types of cars.
I think that a fuel car is better than an electric car because it is more affordable upfront.
While that may be true, but an electric car has lower maintenance costs in the long run, which could save you money over time.
But aren't electric cars more expensive than fuel cars?
While the upfront cost of an electric car may be higher over time, the lower maintenance costs and savings on fuel make up for the difference. Plus, there are government incentives and tax credits available to make electric cars more affordable.
But what about the range of an electric car? You have to constantly charge it, which can be inconvenient and time-consuming.
Electric cars have improved significantly in terms of range and charging time, and with more charging stations being installed, it's becoming easier to find a place to charge your car. Plus, you can charge your car at home overnight.
I still think that fuel cars are better when it comes to long-distance travel. You can easily fill up your tank at any gas station, but with electric cars, you have to plan your route around charging stations.
While that may be true, it's important to consider that most people don't take long-distance trips regularly. For everyday use, an electric car is more practical and cost-effective. And even for long-distance trips, there are now electric cars with longer ranges and fast charging capabilities that can make travel more convenient.
But what about the availability of electric cars? In some areas, there may not be enough charging stations or electric car options to choose from.
While it's true that the availability of electric cars and charging stations can vary by location, there is a growing trend towards the expansion of electric car infrastructure. Governments and private companies are investing in building more charging stations and offering incentives to encourage the adoption of electric cars. In addition, many car manufacturers are increasing their production of electric cars to meet the growing demand.
Okay, what about the load capacity of an electric car? Fuel cars are known for their capacity to haul more loads.
That may be true, but for everyday use, an electric car can easily handle the average load that most people carry. And for those who need more load capacity, there are larger electric cars and SUVs available.
But what about the effect on the environment? As it was apparent that fuel cars emit harmful pollutants that contribute to air pollution and climate change.
Yes, electric cars are much better for the environment because they emit no harmful pollutants and are powered by renewable energy sources.
But what about the production of batteries for electric cars? Isn't that harmful to the environment?
While the production of batteries for electric cars does have some environmental impact, it's important to consider the overall impact of the vehicle over its lifetime. When you take into account the reduced emissions and environmental impact during the use of an electric car, it's clear that they are a more sustainable option in the long run.
Okay, I can see that electric cars have their advantages, but what about the hazard of battery fires in electric cars? Aren't they more dangerous than fuel cars?
While there have been some reports of battery fires in electric cars, the risk is quite low. Electric cars are designed with safety features that help prevent battery fires, and the overall safety record of electric cars is similar to or better than that of fuel cars. Additionally, firefighters and other first responders are now receiving training on how to safely handle electric car accidents, which helps to mitigate any risks.
I see your point, but what about the cost of replacing batteries in electric cars? Won't that be expensive?
While the cost of replacing batteries in electric cars can be a concern, it's important to note that the batteries are designed to last for many years and most electric cars come with a warranty for the battery. Additionally, the cost of battery replacement is expected to decrease over time as battery technology continues to improve and become more affordable.
But what about the infrastructure for electric cars? Aren't there still not enough charging stations available in many areas?
While the infrastructure for electric cars is still developing, there are now many more charging stations available than just a few years ago. And as more people adopt electric cars, it's expected that more charging stations will be installed to meet the demand. Additionally, many electric cars can be charged at home, which eliminates the need for public charging stations for daily use.
Okay, I can see your point, but what about the performance of electric cars? Don't they have slower acceleration and less powerful engines compared to fuel cars?
Electric cars are known for their quick acceleration and high torque, which can provide a more responsive driving experience. And while electric cars may have a different sound and feel compared to fuel cars, many people find them to be just as enjoyable to drive.
What about the resale value of electric cars? Don't they depreciate faster than fuel cars?
While it's true that electric cars may have a slightly faster depreciation rate, the difference is becoming less significant as more people become interested in buying electric cars. Plus, the lower maintenance costs and savings on fuel can make up for any differences in resale value.
In summary, while fuel cars may have some advantages when it comes to long-distance travel and load capacity, electric cars are becoming a more practical and cost-effective option for everyday use.
With improvements in range and charging time, lower maintenance costs, and no harmful emissions, electric cars are a more sustainable option that can help reduce our impact on the environment.
In conclusion, while there are pros and cons to both fuel cars and electric cars, it's clear that electric cars are becoming a more viable option for everyday use, as they are improving in terms of range and charging time, has lower maintenance costs, and are much better for the environment. So let us know in the comments section the motion you support between the two. And consider subscribing to this channel for more debates, arguments,